Hey everyone, my name is Diana with the Passion to Business TV Network, here to help you transition your passion into the business that you love. And today I'm going to be talking about just exactly some of the ways that you can actually do that. A lot of times when I'm working with a one-on-one client, it's somebody that's already working a full-time job and they want to start a business and they're confused about what do I do about my time. I'm already putting 80 hours, 40 hours, sometimes more on a week or a pay period to actually make sure that I'm able to take care of my family and take care of the necessary things that I need on a daily basis. The first thing that I would tell you is don't quit your day job. And so even though the first thing that we kind of want to do, we're very anxious to get started in the business, we actually want to quit. And I would encourage you, don't do that, because what that's doing is putting pretty much like a gun to your head and you're telling yourself, make money today. All of the bills that you have, the recurring bills, they're still going to come in. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but they're still going to come in and they need to do that. So when you first get ready to start a business, think about it this way. An entrepreneur is somebody that's solving a problem. And so your job right now is solving the problem of your current financial situation. It doesn't have to always be like that, but as of today, more than likely that's the case. So how do you kind of put the two together? What do you do? The first thing that I would encourage you to do is get a calendar, not just the one on your phone. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. But you actually want to get a physical calendar, something that you can use and actually use it for your business, filling it out every day, knowing exactly where your time is. So this is also including the time that it takes to get up in the morning, the time that it takes to drive to work and from work each and every day, the time that it takes for you to actually deprogram after you actually get home. How long are you taking in between there? So the one thing that you want to do is utilize that time. There's always going to be maybe even 15, 30 minutes, even more of a commute in the morning, afternoon, or just overall for your day. The one thing I would encourage you to do, like I said, once you figure out where that time is to actually utilize that time in the car. I like to call it Drive Time University. And Drive Time University is me getting an audio book, me getting some kind of CD program, me listening to a YouTube video in the car on my phone or on my iPod, and I'm actually learning. And so that's so many hours throughout the year that I could actually be learning about something in my craft or in my particular business. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that, keeping myself lifted up, keeping myself encouraged, learning different information about different areas of business or just different information. So I love to use that for personal development time and just to consistently build myself up. Unfortunately, everybody doesn't work in the best working environments or even just employees that you have to work with. And some people have an attitude, some people breath just stink. It's all kinds of stuff that you deal with when you're being an entrepreneur. You know, who knows? However, the one thing that you can consistently do is control you. Can't control other people, but you can control you. One of the first things I learned from my mentor was a master of one is a master of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. So you have to learn to control yourself first before you do anything else. So the second thing that I would encourage you to do once you figure out where that time is where can you shave time off? Again, doing that where you're just kind of maximizing that time in the car, that's one way. Now let's talk about when you first get home, or what's your routine when you're doing it? How much time are you watching on TV? How much time are you figuring out on social media? A lot of this right now, when you're transitioning or you're trying to figure out how to put these two together, it's about figuring out where this time is. Where can you cut time off at so that you can get more time of the day? We all have 24 hours, so we just kind of have to figure out what's the best thing to do with the time that we have. So that's not cutting out your family time necessarily, but it is, you know, where can I kind of shave back on time that I'm wasting? And you want to figure out every day, do something productive in your business every day. One of my mantras that I've continuously stated all year long was taking daily progressive steps. Daily progressive steps. Every day I want to do something really small in my business that eventually is going to make a huge impact at the long run. So that's something that you want to do. Another thing that you want to do is kind of figure out, you know, am I going to have to sacrifice some time? Sometimes that does come with the family. Sometimes it does come with the friends. And the definition of insanity is continuing doing the same thing over and over and over again expecting a different result. And so if we want to get a different result when we're launching our business, we kind of have to figure out, well, I can't spend that much time today with Susan. I can't spend that much time today with Tom because it's just costing me too much time. What are we actually doing? We're just chatting about Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead. There's nothing wrong with that, two of my favorite shows. But at the same time, when you're talking about starting a business, you have to figure out, okay, where do I actually need to sacrifice time? Sacrificing that time is actually going to be huge. And so you want to figure out on my lunch breaks, do I want to maybe just shave that hour lunch, 30, 45-minute lunch, whatever it may be, shaving down to just 15 minutes where I may just, eat some soup or eat something very light. And then that way I'm on the phone, I may be able to talk to some clients, I may be able to schedule out the next day. Where can I utilize that time? So you definitely want to make sure that you take your mental space time for that, because you don't want to go crazy trying to figure this stuff out or get stressed out. It's not worth getting stressed out, but it is worth maybe sacrificing some time that you usually would use for just any old thing. So that's my quick tip for today, is utilizing your time to actually start your business, become the workpreneur that you want to be, and actually launch your business. So thanks for checking out today's video. I hope you got some good tips out of that. I hope that gives you a little bit of encouragement or just some ideas of what you can do. Question of the day: what tips do you have or what you use already to actually start your business and actually make that time a little bit better or work better for you in your system? So I encourage you to check out, I'll link it up in the YouTube card, check out the How to Start a Business PDF guide, free PDF download that I created just for you to kind of help deal with some of those things and help you get some more ideas or some tools that you need to get started in your business. But like I said, like the video. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up, but I will talk to you guys later.